Geachte voorsitter, deur u, Honorable Minister, what happened in Graskop symbolizes the crime situation in South Africa. What happened at Graskop? A bunch, and I call them a bunch of criminals of about 13, 14, coming to the town with AK-47s, R4 rifles, by the way, you can only get from the SANDF, with explosives. They took over the town, blow up shops, and they just loot and they leave. The community said, enough is enough. They went to the police station, lock it up, and said that they must get rid of the police station commander. But then they started with arrest of the community for doing that. That symbolizes what is going on in crime in South Africa. Because the communities must protect themselves. If you look, for instance, at crime statistics, you will see that mob justice, murders for the last financial year in 3 quarters, 1,536 murders took place by means of mob justice. And Honorable Chair, I want to say that if we look at crime statistics, we know that it is not 100% accurate. In fact, I think it's much higher. But it gives an indication of the crime situation in South Africa. And let's take the last financial year. I believe we're going to receive the 4th quarter results next Wednesday. If we look at the 3 quarters of last financial year, we will see that, for instance, that for the 2nd quarter, all 17 categories of crimes has increased. On the 3rd quarter, all the contact crimes, all of them, has increased. There's no stop in the number of crimes, violent crimes in South Africa. If we look at women and children, if you look at those 3 quarters, you will find that 2,945 women had been killed and 877 children. And yes, we hear about the backlog of forensics that has been completed and there's no backlog, but still you must read the newspapers of rape cases where the victims are still waiting more than 2 years for the DNA test. You cannot blame the community if they came to a situation where they said, we must protect ourselves. And I want to say, and I always say it, I salute those hardworking, true members in the South African police services who really will be able to put their own lives in the front line to protect us. But Honorable Chair, we must get to a point in South Africa where we say, what are we going to do about crime in South Africa? And Honorable Minister, whether you like it or not, the buck stops with you, because this is Parliament, this is politics. It stops with you. And the people of South Africa wants to hear from you as Minister, what you are going to do to stop these increases. There are about 28,000 investigators in South Africa. It's impossible for them to investigate all the crimes that is taking place. Ek wil vir die agbare minister ook sê, ons moet ons nie laat mislei deur die stabilisering van plaasmoorde en die aantal boere wat vermoor word en ook baie van hulle werkers nie. Die rede daarvoor is omdat die gemeenskappe hulle eie veiligheid in hulle hande neem. Ek was by Nampo. By Nampo is daar elke jaar meer en meer sekuriteitsmaatskappye wat hulle toerusting uitstal ter beskerming van die boere. Hulle stel die voorbeeld van om hulle self te beskerm. But unfortunately, Honorable Minister, you owe the people of South Africa an answer. I thank you.